President Trump slamming Republicans over the weekend, tweeting, quote, "It's very sad that Republicans, even some that were carried over the line on my back, do very little to protect their president." We are now joined by the Republican National Committee's Chairwoman, Ronna Romney McDaniel. Ronna, listen, the president finally kind of calling out those in his own party that are just not getting on board with his plan. Do you think that was a good move by the president?
Well, I think the president is completely in sync with the American people, and the American people in November sent Republicans to Washington with a majority in the Senate and the House and the White House with the expectation that we would repeal and replace Obamacare. So this is such a pivotal time for our party. It's critical that we fulfill the promises that we campaigned on because people are hurting across this country. And it's not just a question of whether we can repeal and replace Obamacare. It's a question of, can we govern when we're given the majority? And that's what voters are going to be looking at this week. Of course, we always need to remember the Democrats put this in place. They didn't bring Republicans in to pass a bipartisan health care law on Obamacare. It is failing. It is crumbling at a rapid pace, quicker than anyone expected. And now they're sitting on their hands and have decided to not be part of the solution at all. So it's up to Republicans, and the president is leading our party and saying, get it done.
Yeah, but Ronna, you know, for 7 years, the Republicans have been chomping at the bit to get in power and get rid of Obamacare, put in their vision for the future, and then when they are given that opportunity, they stumble at the first hurdle. How can you explain that?
I think it's hard. You have senators that are representing states that took the Medicaid expansion and senators that are representing states that didn't. They have different ideas on what the replace would look like. This is not easy to have Obamacare be part of our country for 7 years. It's not easy to just roll that back and find consensus, but we have to. They have to find a way to get to yes, because premiums are doubling, it's collapsing, insurers are pulling out of the marketplaces, and we were given a task to have the majority of the Senate and to lead. And we need to show that we can do that, because that's what voters are looking at right now. And it's very hard for me as the party chair to go out in 2018 and say, give us the majority again, when we weren't able to govern. And so they need to get this done, because this is more than just about the repeal and replace of Obamacare. It's a question as to whether or not we can govern with the majority. I'm optimistic that we can. The president is a leader. Mitch McConnell is pushing hard on this, and we're seeing senators coming in with the intention of getting to yes. We have to find a way to get to yes, not just because we have the majority, but because people are really hurting, and we need to always remember the Democrats have put politics above people, and they are sitting on their hands watching people hurting across this country because of an Obamacare that they put in place without any Republican input, and they're not helping
very quickly, I hate to cut you off. August recess just around the corner. Should they stay and get it done before they leave for August?
They should absolutely stay. There is no way they should leave until this is done. This is a commitment we made to the American people, and we need to show that we're going to stay and work the long hours till we can find a solution.
I love your positive attitude. Let's get it done. Hopefully they're listening to you, Ronna. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.